Hi, welcome to Bella's Yoga Room. I'm Bella, and today is our Heart Chakra practice. So hopefully you've been coming along and doing the series. So this is the fourth practice in our 7-part series. And our Heart Chakra, as you may guess, is that space over our heart and our chest. And our Heart Chakra is associated with the air, lightness, green, thinking about love, both our ability to love other people and our ability to love ourselves. We are starting in a seated practice, so come and join me in a seated practice when you're ready. Start with our hands just on the thighs, rolling the shoulders back. So just noticing here as we're settling down, coming to transition to this practice. What's your chest like? Are your shoulders bent over? Are you protecting that chest? And again, we do this as a survival, but let's, work on all of the chakras we've been building, feeling safe, feeling strong, feeling confident, feeling joy. And now it's about allowing us to feel love. And part of that means we need to be open, we need to be vulnerable. So just rolling the shoulders back, feeling that expansion across that chest, and this might feel a bit strange. Then let's just place a hand over the heart. Maybe place the other one if that feels comfortable. And as we breathe in, say to yourself, or maybe repeat out loud, I am love. And as we exhale, I am enough. A couple more like that. I am love. Exhale, I am enough. Inhaling, I am love. I am enough. Beautiful. We're going to bring that left foot underneath, so it's bent, and then bring the right foot over that knee. And just sitting nice and upright here in that bit of a twist. You might stay here. You can always keep that right foot on the inside of the left leg if that's a bit too intense. You want to hug that elbow around. And again, thinking here, we're opening up the chest, creating that space there, looking over to the right side, and coming back. Swapping over, letting that right foot come near to the bottom, bringing the left foot over the right knee, yes. Hugging that right elbow around. And again here, opening up, allowing that left shoulder to come back and creating space here across that chest. Coming back. Let's just bring the feet back again, cross-legged, and we're going to just bring the chest down and then come up, so leading with that chest, and then coming up one more time, leading with that chest down and chest nice and proud. Walking one hand behind, other hand behind. Can be on the fingertips here, or maybe placing the palms down. And again, just opening up across that chest. Having those shoulder blades meeting there in the middle. Chin up slightly. And again, this can be a really vulnerable position to be in. I myself, green is a hard color for me. And that shows me I need to probably spend more time working on my heart chakra. Okay, beautiful, coming back. We're going to transition over to all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees, under the hips. Just a couple little cat-cows here, opening up again. And then feeling that and closing of the chest. Inhaling and exhaling. And here, different from our solar plexus where we're really focusing on that, the core, here really thinking about opening in that chest. And then allowing just to come back to a nice neutral spine. Bringing the right hand to the center of the mat, we're going to open up here. And then twisting, sliding that left arm all the way underneath, coming to rest on our left shoulder, left ear. If you want to, maybe bringing that right hand to the back or to the hip. And again, thinking about opening up that right shoulder, noticing if it's collapsing down. And then bringing that right hand down, coming back, open, and then placing that left hand down. Opening up to the right side now. Feel that space in the chest. And then coming underneath. And again, really maybe opening up here. That chest there. And then bringing that left hand back down. Coming back to our tabletop. Going to tuck those toes underneath and lift up the hips into our down dog here. Again, bending those knees as much as you need to. Coming forward, maybe lowering the knees here. Coming down, untucking those toes, and then lifting up. It's going to be a gentle cobra here, baby cobra. Coming down. Inhale again and thinking about that openness, that space across the chest, looking up. Coming down, one more time here. Tuck those toes under. Going to come strong up into our plank. You can always come through with the knees. And then down dog. Walk it out. Going to come to our upward facing dog. So as we transition here, keep the toes tucked underneath as we come down. And thinking here, so our legs are actually hovering off the ground. Feeling that expansion again in that chest. And then lifting the hips and pushing back into our down dog. Lifting that right leg up, stepping that forward, lowering down that left knee, untucking those toes, and bringing the arms up into our low crescent lunge. Again here, thinking about that space across the chest. So we are opening up in the hips too, but really thinking about those shoulder blades are back. We're wide and expansive. I am love. I am enough. Okay. Hands coming, floating down. Tucking that toe. Pushing back to our down dog. Lifting up that left leg. Stepping up. Lowering that right knee. I apologize if my necklace is knocking my microphone. Arms up here. And again, opening up here in that chest. You can also have hands on the hips if that helps create that space there across the shoulders. Looking up. And wherever your arms are, floating them down. And let's step both knees back here just for a moment. We're going to just take a moment here sitting on our heels. Just noticing how is that chest space feeling. Closing the eyes for a moment. Okay, coming up. So we are going to do sort of some camel variations or a camel pose. This can be quite a strong back bend, so please listen to your body and take the variation. So you can always have the toes sort of tucked under here as well for a little bit of extra space. You can even, we'll just start level 1 with hands maybe on hips, nice strong legs, roll the shoulders back, and then maybe just sort of looking up at the sky. And that might be enough today, and that's fantastic. You might want to sort of bring the fingers to the lower back. You can also have the toes untucked if you would like, if that gives you more stability. And then with the hands just above the bottom, again, just opening up into that chest space. We are inviting in a back bend here. So this would be sort of that option 2. If camel is in your regular practice, then you might either bring one hand slowly back to the heel, then the other, opening up. Careful, we don't want to just throw the back of the head. Keep breathing. And then using that core to come all the way back up. Let's bring the hands down. A little bit of a counter stretch. Bring the toes together, knees nice and wide, and just sitting back into our child's pose here. Nice deep breaths here. Again, opening up our heart chakra. Gonna feel vulnerable. We don't want to overdo it here. And then pressing up through those hands, bringing the knees back underneath those hips. Going to place hands nice and strong down, fingers stretching out, tucking those toes under, and we're pushing back into our down dog. And stepping one foot up to the top of the mat, then the other. Letting the head hang here, bending those knees as much as you need to, and then slowly rolling up. And the last thing, letting those shoulders again rolling backwards. A few circles there with the shoulders. Beautiful. Coming into a nice mountain pose here. Feet touching, or maybe hip distance apart. And come into our dancer's pose. So a little bit of balance work again. If you've got a wall or a chair, balancing's a bit hard. Take that modification. It's not a weakness. You know your body best. All right. So thinking nice and strong through that right foot, grounding down. Again, learning through all of the series we've been working on. Start by just maybe lifting up that left foot, coming into that quad stretch. This might be enough. And you can still have hands on hips, or you can have both feet there in that quad stretch. Again, opening up across those shoulders. If you would like to come into a modified dancer's pose as well, bringing the hand to the inside of that left foot. Getting ready with that right hand to be your counterbalance, and starting to, as you kick back in that left foot, bring that chest forward. And again, that openness across the chest. Keep breathing here. Feel that space. And then gently coming back. Great job. Let's go for our second side. So again, grounding down. Let's get ready properly. Grounding that left foot down. When you're ready, bringing up that right foot. Maybe just starting here again in that quad stretch. Shoulders back. We're still opening up in that chest. And if you would like to take the modified dances here, bringing that right hand to the inside of the right foot. And as you kick back, bringing that chest and arm in balance. Keep breathing here. Noticing again that openness in the chest. We're flying, we're floating, that airy essence of our heart chakra. And let's come out when you're ready. Well done. Okay. Deep breath in and folding down. Halfway lift, coming up, folding down. And let's sit back on our bottoms here, slowly transitioning all the way down to the ground. My hair is going to be not in a good place today, but that's okay. Let's bring the feet flat on the ground, about hip distance apart. Hands grounding down. And on your next inhale, we're lifting up those hips. And coming down. We're going to repeat that a couple more times. Option to interlace the hands underneath the bottom. And that's just going to encourage, again, that opening of the chest. So as you inhale, coming up, maybe walking onto those shoulders a little bit. And then slowly coming down. For our third one, take whatever variation serves your body. Inhaling, pushing up. Again, feeling that space across that chest. And coming down. I'm going to hug both of those knees into the chest. Rocking from one side to the other. So let those knees fall to the left. Keeping that right shoulder grounded, again, creating that space. Going back to center, allowing the knees to fall over to the right side. Coming back to center. And if you would like to come into your Shavasana to end the practice, please do so. Otherwise, you can have the knees maybe falling in on one another. Or if you would like to come to a seated position, we are going to place one hand over the heart again, and then the other hand. As we breathe in, repeat, I am love. And as we exhale, I am enough. Inhaling in I am love. Exhale, I am enough. Inhale, I am love. I am enough. And allowing the hands just to fall gently by your sides. Noticing that space and that heart chakra. Look after yourself. We have opened it up. In our last couple of moments here, have a think about what's something you can do today as an act of love for yourself. What's something that you could do as an act of love for someone else? And maybe what's one act of love that you can do for your community or our planet? These don't need to be grand gestures, they can be little things. Smile, pick up the trash, whatever it is. And staying in your final resting pose for as long as time allows, or if you're ready, let's come to a seated position to get ready to move on with the rest of our day. One more time, roll those shoulders back. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Please let me know how you found the practice, and I look forward to seeing you for the rest of our chakra series. Thank you.